നമസ്കാരം. ആമുഖങ്ങൾ വേണ്ടാത്ത ഒരു അതിഥിയാണ് നമുക്കിന്ന്. നേരിട്ട് ചോദ്യങ്ങളിലേക്ക്. കാരണം ലളിതം, ഇദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ആമുഖം വേണ്ട, ആരാണെന്ന് പരിചയപ്പെടുത്തുകയും വേണ്ട. Thank you. Welcome to Asianet News, sir.
Thank you.
So you are coming back to do Malayalam film after a short break. It tells the story of spirituality, resilience, self-discovery, everything. So music has a very important role to narrate the story. How you value God life as a coming back to Malayalam film?
It's been almost 20 or 30 years since. And then I did a small movie with Fahad Fasil, Malal Kunji. And this was signed almost 6-7 years back. And it's a famous book, as you know, it's one of the favorite books. Also working with Mr. Blessy. First of all, I have great respect for Malayalam film industry. And with him, when I tell his name to everyone, everybody loves him so much. So he's such a dedicated person. You're in good hands, and they had great admiration for Mr. Blessy. And the story is everybody's story actually. Just that this is manifested outside, but some of the stuff is metaphoric. It's manifesting inside for people. They suffer something which, oppression within, and trauma within, mental illness within, and that all the stuff which this person suffers outside, people suffer inside. So you can correlate that to the story, that it's everybody's story. What guts it takes to come out of the trauma, to redeem yourself.
To keep that tempo, to create that music is a challenge.
Yeah, I think when I look at the movie, when I looked at the movie, I said, oh my God, there's so much of work. But I think the movie took time and the CG took time. So I done music, then I threw out all the music, did it again, kept some of the stuff, threw out again. So in this process actually refines the music idea, because sometimes when you watch a movie, you also have to think about how people are now. They need to be blown away by the cinematic effect of the experience, and they're not going to sit in a theater otherwise.
Spirituality has a great role in your life and in your music. When we hear Khwaja, Meri Khwaja, even without seeing Hrithik Roshan and that beautifully captured scene, we can feel the belief in it, we can feel the prayer in it. So spirituality has always played a big role in your music also. But at the same time, you are a technician beyond. You are a wizard in it. You have already updated always technology. You have updated.
I'm learning. I'm a seeker. I learn. I personally think whether it's spirituality, whether it's love, whether it's kindness, there should be a sincerity there. The sincerity actually reflects in the music, in the song, in the lyrics, in the way it's rendered, the way it's produced. And that sincerity actually is what reaching you. And that's beyond the walls of religion. And because you're all connected by the faith, the amount of faith we have in each things, whether it's in love or whether it's God, whether it's respect for elders. And I think that's a value of Indians, which I carry myself, you carry, all of us carry. Yeah.
So which affects your music in a better way more, spirituality or technology?
Music is actually, technology is just a tool. Those days, harmonium, when you press the key, the air goes through the reed. So that's technology. It doesn't come by itself. So then the growth of technology is then it becomes an electronic circuit where it produces sound, then it becomes more, the more layers to the expression. And I see like that. I see as a tool, not that, this is a cool technology, I'm going to use it. I always feel like, can I express better there? Will it be better than the previous decade, what we've been doing? Can the flute sound or the wind sound be more expressive to play a tune? So that's how I use it. And that's one of the reasons why sometimes I'll use in a way where we can express better and not as a gimmick.
Okay, you have the state-of-art studio, you have the introduced 7.1 surround system, and most importantly, you have introduced a VR-related film
LMS. Yeah.
LMS. So, how do you evaluate yourself as an experimentalist in this field?
It's an English film shot in Rome. And finally, it's coming because the chairs are made. We're making it's like making in India. It's made in Coimbatore. I think we'll have a press release soon about that. People have been waiting for it for 7-8 years.
Yes.
So right now it's on the verge of coming, and that's good news for all of us.
Can you just tell me more about Le Musk?
Le Musk is a project which happened because I was just having a conversation with my wife. She loves Send, and also felt like film industry. When you see movies, it has a certain format, and within the format we keep experiencing movies. Then there is the internet, there is TV, and I said, why can't we do more? Why can't we make things more immersive? And then when VR came in, so, okay, let's take this movie on VR. So people said, but who's going to see it? How are you going to? There are no theaters. It's a very individual experience. I said, it's fine, but let's try something new. And by the time we started, now Apple has released the Apple Vision. So it's become almost like mainstream. Is actually embracing this technology of this Vision Pro and things like 3D VR and everything. So right now it's ready.
When will we be releasing in India, sir?
In the next couple of months, we'll have a press release about which are the places we're going to install it. Yeah.
Anything more like Le Musk?
I think as a first-time director for such a ambitious project,
Very experimental also.
yeah, because I think I didn't want to fight, or I didn't want to go to the take a path which people have done amazing work, like you take Mani Ratnam or great directors, or you take a Shankar or Satyajit Ray or now Blessy or so many greats have traveled 2D cinema. So I felt like let's take a path where it's a new groundbreaking area where we bring in technology, we bring in emotion, immersivity all together to find something which people have never experienced before. So
You have KM Music Conservatory, Sunshine Orchestra, Kutabi Kriba. What do you think all of this? Are you giving back to the society, or are you just paving way for new talents? Or a mix of both?
I think when you have a life, you enjoy what the previous generation has given. You're climbing on their shoulders, enjoying what they've done. And the next generation should enjoy what we do. If we don't do anything, there's a void. So for me, I think that giving back was education, getting our own string section, our own brass section, world class, so that the next series of composers and people can enjoy our own people playing amazing music. Why do we have to go to Prague and London to record all this stuff? So that was the idea, to nurture our own kids.
How is Sunshine Orchestra going? It's a great...
Yeah, they're playing everywhere now. They played at the UN, they're playing for many composers. They're a chamber orchestra now. We have the Sunshine Brass. And recently I saw the Maidan film, and the whole brass section is played by the new brass section from Sunshine. So, which is great.
So again, another Imtiaz Ali collaboration is coming next month,
Yes.
April. How was it? Tamasha, Rockstar, everything were super blockbusters.
Imtiaz Ali is a great storyteller, is a humanist, and he understands, how to present very complex things in a simple way, in a story. And this story is a very famous story, Chamkila. But he has told it in a very interesting way, which I think you're going to see a very new Imtiaz Ali in this. Completely version 2 of Imtiaz Ali.
Oh, and a new reloaded ARR also?
Hopefully, yes.
How can you conceive a song like Heer To Badi Song, Sad Hai? The context and the film, it's a great song.
I think it's a concept given by Imtiaz actually. Because he wanted something very cheeky.
Very cheeky.
Cheeky, yeah.
Don't you think that song is really great?
It's a perspective, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
You like it?
I really liked it. You have been inked by WME. From your talks with Sting are already in pending.
Yeah.
You are having more international collaborations. So new players are coming to the field. Anirudh is making great hit music. Some other fellows are also music, but you are still the face of Indian music in a global arena. How do you think yourself as a global face? What's your does it add up your responsibility?
It gives me a lot of freedom. Um, because when I started from Tamil industry, then Telugu, then Malayalam, then Hindi, then going to London West End, Hollywood, China, Iran, Latin America for Pele. It gives me a freedom of saying that, defining myself. The definition keeps expanding. Like sometimes people say, oh, you can do Tamil songs, then it becomes Hindi. And then, so for me, I think that's important, not just for me, for every Indian person. We should not be limited by, the walls people make you feel like, oh, you are from Malayalam industry, you should only do this. You are from, Gujarati industry, you are from Hindi industry. So why should people define you when you can give back something very new to the whole world? And because the world, we've been independent for just 75 years. Now is the time for us to expand, give back to the world in a way where we can, because if you take all the CEOs of great companies now, Google and Microsoft, it's a great time for India. Individuals, Indians are making ourselves, us proud. And that's a great, brain opener for every kid who's suffering low self-esteem. Oh, I'm not good enough. I think, and all the people who controlled the gateway of music or filmmaking or everything is broken now. Whether it's TikTok or Instagram, you can make a movie, and put it on YouTube. That's a lot of freedom. What are we doing with that freedom? I think we should expand and excel in everything we do. And excelling is just being persistent, being passionate about making something unique. Not just for your city, your state, or your country, but for the world. I think that time should come in where we should see Indian films and music up there, the top thing. So we should break all the racism, all the geopolitics of the world, and we should create a sensation. I'm not just talking about one state or two states. Collectively, India should do that. Every state has the power. Yeah.
Music has a great role to do in the world to make a world of harmony. You are planning to have a song of hope, song of ahimsa. In a nutshell, you are asking for a harmonious world, right?
Yeah.
And what will be your project in that regard?
I think this is the time where the world is split the most. It's on the verge of maybe World War III. Hope I'm not sounding very cynical and morbid, and this is the time when artists should come and unite the world. This is the time when musicians should write songs. This is the time when, illustrators should illustrate things, and there should be dance which, brings peace. There should be symphonies. This is the time, this is the right time. Because if you take great work, they all came as an antidote for war, for all the suffering. So now is the time.
So you have managed certain criticism very well, without saying too much, without arguing, like Khadija's appearing in a burqa or a concert controversy. Everything you have dealt very diplomatically, actually, not creating any more discussion on it, but keeping a...
There's nobody's life. We all have to be tested. That is what the law of nature. We all be tested, but whether we treat it as a problem or a challenge is within ourselves, right? We have to be truthful, we have to be honest, and we have to find a way to rectify things. And sometimes we have to explain to people who don't understand what we're doing. So we have to relax and deal with it. Yeah. And you have to take call, because people will confuse you. But we have to go to a conscience and we have to find a way out. So,
I know that you are a doting father, but as a musician, how you treat contribution from Khadija and Amin?
uh,
Who judge?
Khadija,
Who judged the
Khadija
better
never
father?
shows her compositions to me because she's doing a couple of movies. And in a way, she never troubles me. I think she's got her own mixing engineer and she does her stuff. Amin is still, he sings for a concert. He gets a lot of love from people. I think he's too young in his mind yet. So I think he'll evolve.
Your wife, who is fond of perfumes, have inspired you to make La Musk.
Yes.
In how many ways she helps you, she encourages you, she motivates you?
I think she tests
I really
me.
want her to see this interview also.
Yes. First of all, I'm dressing up the way she sees me, right? All the stuff is because of her. She gets all this, everything selected by her, and she gives it to my costume designer and say, use this for AR. And then now, so all the stuff, she finds the person, all these things, she's responsible. And perfume, she will, if you coming around 10 meters away or 10 feet away, she'll know what you're wearing. She'll tell you the combination of scent,
Oh,
and she's got that. Yeah, she's crazy.
oh.
And yeah, I think for a person to be stable creatively and to be consistent, I think family is very important. I think my family has been amazing to me. God bless them. And yeah.
Okay. I heard that the Oscar or Globe, I don't remember exactly, I'm sorry. You said, I have my mom with me.
Yes, now she's not there.
I know. She taught you the lessons of spirituality, I think.
Yes, I think a family, we reflect our parents. If a father is drinking, the son is going to drink. The mother is going to be an amazing mother. The daughter is going to just reflect her. You know, we're just mirrors of our parents. And so we can't be somebody and then expect our kids to be somebody else. They just reflect us. And so like my mom, the way she embraced and was kind to almost everybody who came to her house, fed them. So she has this great, in fact, we've started a kitchen on her name, and we have a garden inspired by her called Peace Garden, which will be opening to the public partially in future. So that's our mother's story.
Okay. I read somewhere that you went by an auto to Nagar pilgrimage. You came to Bhimapalli Urus. Is that?
Yeah, I think when you go, you know, I love going to the Urus because the spirituality, of course, is there, and the blessings what we get. But beyond that, is also being a part of with everyone, you know. So in front of God, in front of we're all equal. We're only superior in our deeds. What good deeds, what heart we have, and there could be somebody who's much more richer than me. So it's a way to discover, but we never get, because we're all isolated. The more bigger you become, you get isolated, and you become in a cocoon, and then you don't see the real world. The real world is beautiful. You know, there may be not richness in materialistic thing, but there will be richness in spirit, in the good deeds they do. So I always get inspired by people who surprise me.
So from a man of spirituality, a man of advanced technology.
I think we just have to reflect. It's like a tool. Like if we are good, we're going to make the tool into something healing. It's a knife. Knife can be cutting apples or even people's throats. It's the same knife.
Okay.
So it's how we use it. So technology is also like that. And I feel like, yeah.
Again, coming back to films, Maniratnam is collaborating with Kamala Hassan after such a long time, and you are in the project. So hopes are high on this project, Thug. So what we can expect from you?
We are having fun. We have had Kamalji is writing a song, I think. and there are a lot of interesting things. And for the first time, we're all sitting together and talking about movies and situations and stuff. So yeah, it's awesome to see Maniji and Kamalji together because Nayagan is one of my favorite films of Mani Ratnamji, and both of them are masters in what they do. So I feel humbled that I'm working with both of them together.
Indian music is now in a super time actually. 5 Indians got Grammy
Yes.
last week. 5 Indians got Grammy. Sakir Hussain got 3. Mr.
Not one,
Chowdhury.
5, there are more. I think.
Alla, five persons with more Grammy. Sakir Hussain got 3.
He got
Chaurasia
3.
got 2. Rakesh Chaurasia got 2. And Shankar Mahadevan and others got 1 each.
Correct.
It was a grand Indian gala at Grammy. As you said before, is it the right time for India to shine more? Will India get more chances? But at the same time, Korean music is creating waves here.
Correct. I think so far, I think what big change I saw was they didn't have a direction before. Even India artists had a direction. They were trying to copy what the West was doing or copy, what Hindi, film music was doing. Now I can see that they have confidence now. Like India artists were coming out. Some of them I was surprised to see that they were coming from India, and they all know how to produce, how to present, how to market, and sometimes I learn from these Indian artists. Recently I worked with an Indian artist called Sneha from UK, and she's so famous among non-Indian audiences. Like there's a whole, like I met this Mexican artist who said, "Oh, you working with Sneha? I love her stuff." So, so I think she is an arranger, she's a violinist, she's a singer, and you should hear the "Dream a Little Dream,"
Definitely.
which is a track we did together. It released last week.
Shankar Mahadevan got his first national award with your song. Unnikrishnan got his first national award
Really?
with your song. Yes, it was his first national award. Both of them got.
They're all very talented people, of course.
But you have introduced so many artists to Indian film world. They were already recognized singers, I agree, but Nitya everybody you introduced them to the film world. How was the experience?
I think if they get something right, the exposure with film gives, and also they enrich film music by the talent. And so there should not be any, oh, this is film, this is non-film. Talented people should be, people should listen to multiple talents. And it raises the bar for people's taste, listening to tunes and what they should do. Otherwise, it's all dumbed down to too much simple and very same kind of music. It'll become boring. So I think it's always nice when somebody comes and challenges, this is my talent. What do you say? Can you go? Can you, beat me? And that's what we want people to do. And that can only be done with a team together or passionate. Not as a competition, but as a fun thing, as something we can do this. So now what? That kind of thing.
What are your future projects besides film? Imtiaz film is coming up. Mani Ratnam.
Future project is, I think, the band, the virtual band. Now that we released the teaser, it's almost like so many people have to come together to create this. We have writers writing scripts for them. There'll be different music producers, and there'll be researchers, because they're all from different clans, and there'll be social influencers too, and there will be. So far, there's no AI in it, but in the future there might be AI where they might be talking to people, and all that stuff. So it's exciting. It's a whole new world.
How important AI will be in the world of music?
AI we already have it. Autotune is AI. And there's so much of AI already there. That's just the new terminology has come in, and it's a little more advanced.
Okay.
What is Google search? That's AI. All that stuff, it just has a name now. It has a name now, and I think people have to be like leaders or those people who are giving jobs have to be kind. I'm just worried about people losing jobs because some foolish people might say, "Oh, I don't need you. I got AI now." But AI is all information of human beings fed into that. It doesn't have its own brain. It's a Frankenstein of all our images. It's not nothing fresh. It's combining everything digitally. That's it. No.
Okay. Last question. How you look so young? The credit goes to Sarah. You don't look like a 57-year-old.
My makeup artist.
No, I don't
The
think
costume designer.
the credit goes to makeup.
Uh,
The music makes you always young?
yeah, I think I don't like to carry any negative emotions. I keep telling, and if somebody carries, I just try hard to make them normal.
Okay.
And because it's a heart has to be a shrine of God. It has to be pure, without jealousy, hatred, worry, sadness, any bad feelings. Then you can feel the young, you can feel the youth.
Anyway, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a privilege.
Okay.